This has been quite a year for me and my staff in that you have 10 new guys. And so our practices are different, the teaching is different, there's a much bigger learning curve, the playbook has shrunk, everything has shrunk because it's all new.
I think if you look at statistically, it might not be as leading to where we want it to be, but when you have this many new guys, you're going to have to reteach A and B before you can get to C, maybe more than you would with other teams.
He loves it. Wicked.
It's like we came in and it's our first year here as a coaching staff. And so while it's invigorating somewhat to come every day knowing that there's a lot of teaching going on, it also can get very frustrating because we need to move on to other things and we're not there yet.
Campy talks about how it's kind of a chemistry class and we're in 101. So once we get done with 101, we go on to the next level. So that's kind of the key for moving on and becoming a championship level team is, advancing to the next steps.
Quicker, quicker. Tunde, quicker, quicker. Watch. Don't watch Yusuf, watch X. Watch X.
When you have 10 new players, it's always going to be a major adjustment period. It's going to be a major opportunity to learn, but I think these guys understand what coach is asking. We don't always execute the way in which he would like, but I think overall these guys have really bonded together very well and understand what it is that we're all about here.
Anything that makes you comfortable, you have to have experience with, and the more experience you have, the more comfort level you have.
We're growing as a team and we're getting better at just all the fundamentals.
I feel like the team, yeah, we had a few losses these past couple of weeks, but, we're still learning and growing. Our young guys are getting better. We're getting better as a team. We're starting to know each other's game.
We've seen quite a development in our young people so far this year. They really accept the information that's given to them on a daily basis. It's still time for us to get on point, so to speak, with what we need to do to be successful and to be successful in March.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to downtown Detroit. We're at Little Caesars Arena. It's basketball in the D as the Golden Grizzlies play host to the number 15 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans.
There's nothing about today that's going to affect our season other than a good seat if we win and a lot of respect. Today's for you. Have fun.
Kevin Kangu around the ball screen to Brad on the left block, turns, lays it up, lays it in, sealed his defender off of him and got an easy bucket for Oakland. And here's Oladapo into the paint. Turnaround, jump hook good over the left shoulder. Boogie Oladapo going to work. And that's a tough shot. 6-4 Oakland with the lead. Spartans with the basketball. Malik Hall goes to Winston. Top of the key. Three is pure. Never a doubt from Cassius Winston. Babatunde has the layup spin off. Oladapo offensive rebound, back up and in, and one. Golden Grizzlies had to have it, and Boogie delivered it.
We started the game with 4 out of 5 possessions. We got stops. If we do that to start the second half and make a couple shots, we're right back in the thing. We're right back in it.
Xavier Hill-Mays. X in the paint, right block. Jump hook is very smooth from X. Over top of Thomas Kithier.
You can get back in this thing. In 5 minutes, you can be back in it with great defense and somebody step up and execute.
Here's Gettelfinger. This should be fun. Gettelfinger in the open court against Winston. Drives and scores with a left hand. Tillman puts X in the spin cycle. Drop off. Gabe Brown dunks it down with 2 hands.
Come on, keep playing hard. Keep playing.
Arns catches. He launches. Fills it up. It's a 2. He had a foot on the line. 50-25, Michigan State with a lead. Hoiberg to the rim, off the high glass, and he scores it. The final score, the Michigan State Spartans 72, the Oakland Golden Grizzlies 49.
Well, the Michigan State game, it hurt our brand Locally, it hurt our brand a little bit. Nationally, in my opinion, just because we normally are there. I mean, we have a chance to win all those games when we play them on a neutral court. And this year, we didn't.
Just to go out there and compete with a Power 5 conference school, we wanted to see where we were at as far as where our program was at. We played well on the defensive end, and that's what we've been doing consistently all year round. We just didn't make shots.
If you step back from it and really analyze it, we were really good defensively. It was the best we've ever defended Michigan State. We held 72 points. Their field goal percentage was low. Their three-point shooting percentage was low. The problem was we couldn't make a shot. I mean, we were 8 of 34 within 5 feet of the basket. It just is not a good look when the ball doesn't go in. From my standpoint as a coach, we made some really good strides defensively in that game against a top 10 team in the country.
You hope that as you go through experiences in life that you prepare yourself for the next opportunity, whether you handle it well or not. And I think that when you get put into that moment, you think about, we have 10 new players, guys who have never played in front of that many people.
We had probably a couple thousand fans there that were cheering us along. Grizz Gang was there, and they were loud right by our bench too, so that was really cool. But it was just, the roar of the crowd was awesome, and just playing in front of that many people was a really cool experience.
It's a feeling that I've never had before, playing in front of that many people. But I think it's just good experience for the future and future games like that, because we'll have many more of those.
When you get put into those situations, and where we hope down the road we're going to be playing for a Horizon League Conference Tournament Championship, and in what we hope is a loud and wild environment, you hope that those guys have learned from the things in the past, playing against Michigan State and Little Caesars, playing against some of the teams that we play in our conference as we go through this, and you use those as building blocks to get where you want to go.
I do think it helped build us more, just as a team. You know, losses are learning experience in life. Everybody takes a loss. It's just how you come back from it.
You sit on the sidelines, but your heart is running across that field. His drive becomes yours, his dreams too. So when a torn ACL and concussion threaten those dreams, choose the sports medicine team that treats the whole athlete. Henry Ford Health System. We combine the most innovative technology with a personalized treatment plan so he can get back his confidence. And you can get back to being his biggest fan. Henry Ford Health System. All for you.
Tap into savings when you use your Oakland University Credit Union Visa Signature credit card. The Visa Signature credit card gives you more cash back, like 3% cash back on groceries, 2% cash back on gas, travel, and universities, and 1% cash back on everything else. Simply tap to pay with your OUCU Visa Signature. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Tap to pay. Get more cash back with the OUCU Visa Signature credit card.
It begins with one step. And Ascension Care teams are here when you're ready, with up-to-date, less invasive orthopedic care. Our experience reaches across a full range of services. We listen to you and provide the care that's right for you at every step, from imaging and specialists to surgery and physical therapy. So your next step can be a leap. Find an orthopedic doctor or walk-in clinic that's right for you. Visit ascension.org/MichiganOrtho.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Good, good, two. Keep that ball up, keep that ball up. Good, 2 hands on it now, Dan. 2 hands on it. Good, good, good. Sneak now, sneak, sneak. Good.
I was here from 2002 to 2007, so I was here when we went to the first NCAA tournament in Division I, and then I left and was gone for 12 years. I was at the University of Utah for 4 years, and then after that I was in Southern California at UC Riverside for 1 year, and then most recently I spent the last 7 seasons coaching at Central Michigan University.
When that position opened, there was no question. I knew exactly who I wanted. I felt with the turnover and 10 new guys and all the things that were going on, I needed somebody that knew me really well, that understood what I'm about and could get the message out to all these new kids.
That's it, Brad. That's it, Brad. Good. Get those feet down. Roll up on those toes now. Yusuf, hold your foul through, bud. Hold your foul through. Yep, finish that. Finish it. Good, X, good.
When he called me and offered me the opportunity to come back, I think he felt that it was at a point where he wanted to really change the way in which we were going to play. And by that I mean he wanted to really build this thing with young guys who were going to be here and be around in the program, develop it, and get it to the point where it was when I left. For me, it's about being a part of something where I feel as though I can impact the program. And he told me he really felt that I could do that for him here and help him, and I just thought it was too good of an opportunity, and here I am.
Jeff brings a new set of eyes to the staff to help us grow and develop and become a much better program. He brings a level of experience, a level of calm, a level of being around other coaches and bringing in new and fresh ideas.
Yep. Good. Find his body. Don't step around him, step right up into his hip. As you come across him, step right into his hip, try to make him take a step back.
I love Smitty. He just helps me when I game a lot. He's a very funny, very outgoing guy. Yeah, I love you, Coach Smitty.
Actually, Coach Smith offered me when he was at Central Michigan, and we had a relationship back then too. And when he came here, I was very excited, just because I already had a relationship with him before.
Good. Stay flat. Step into that catch now. Step into that catch. Good.
From like the first day he got here, all he's tried to do is get us in the right position and talk us through things.
He's going to demand a lot out of you, and he's going to yell and scream, but you have to look past all the yelling and screaming because he has a lot of knowledge. And he brings a lot to the table, especially for the bigs, every single day, teaching us new things, how to post up, how to get positioning, all those things.
When we're doing guard drills, you can hear him getting on them on the other side of the gym. And then basically kind of just pointing out stuff that Coach Cappy might not see.
When we're on the floor, I'm extremely intense. Try to be high energy and very enthusiastic. But I feel as though my job is to try to be the sheriff and do the best I can to hold guys accountable, let them learn, correct their mistakes.
Travel. And that's your fault. That's your fault.
He's intense, he'll get on you, but you gotta love that out of a coach. When they're yelling at you like that, you know they want the best out of you and they're trying to make you great. So coaches like that are the ones that are the greats.
And I think when Coach hired me, talked to me about the importance of this team being able to guard, and so I probably spend more time focusing on our defense than I do anything else.
His role is to make sure we're doing the right principles for defense, but even on offense too. Like he gives a few of us some tips. He works with the bigs, so he knows everything. Like he helps out with everything.
Don't sneak behind that board. Keep it high. Don't break. No, it's quick. Catch and finish. Catch and finish. Catch and finish. Good.
He does a good job of relating to the players, like a lot of coaches do. You try and incorporate the sandwich approach, positive, then constructive criticism, and then ended it on a positive note. And I've seen him articulate that message in a positive manner.
I think I'm a tough love coach. I try to hold guys accountable, but at the same time, I want them to know that I care about them. I care about them as individuals. I care about them being able to develop themselves, not just as players, but as guys that can go into the world when they're done and be productive.
His niche as a coach is exactly what I needed with this group and this team. And he's been allowed to do a lot of coaching, and he's coaching his tail off out there and doing a hell of a job for us.
I'm extremely happy. My family, we're finally settled. And just being back and walking in this building every day, it's been everything I hoped it would be, and I'm looking forward to seeing where we can go with the Horizon League play.
I hope he's with me for a long time. I mean, I hope that he came back home knowing that, that together, with this coaching staff, that we want to continue to grow the legend of Oakland basketball.
It begins with one step, and Ascension Care teams are here when you're ready, with up-to-date, less invasive orthopedic care. Our experience reaches across a full range of services. We listen to you and provide the care that's right for you at every step, from imaging and specialists to surgery and physical therapy. So your next step can be a leap. Find an orthopedic doctor or walk-in clinic that's right for you. Visit ascension.org/MichiganOrtho.
Oakland University Credit Union's new Visa Signature credit card rewards you for living life to the fullest. Enjoy VIP experiences, exclusive discounts, and more cash back. Receive 3% cash back on groceries, 2% cash back on gas, travel, and universities, and 1% cash back on everything else. Plus, pay no international transaction fees. Open your Visa Signature card today. Visit oucreditunion.org/Visa Signature.
What's the difference between good and great? Good is when your haircut costs less. Great is when it still meets high standards. At Great Clips, you'll always get the haircut you want for less. And with our easy online check-in app, you'll save time too. Great Clips, it's gonna be great. What's the difference between good and great? Good treats you like a customer. Great treats you like a friend. From saving your haircut details and clip notes to saving you time with online check-in, Great Clips makes your life easier, just like a great friend should. Great Clips, it's gonna be great.
We're inside the Carrier Dome, one of the iconic buildings in all of college basketball for tonight's matchup between the Oakland Golden Grizzlies and the Syracuse Orange. Madison Monroe picked it up ahead to Oladapo, who will drive and jam with two hands. Axe catches it, free throw line jumper, rattles around and drops. And that pass thrown away by Washington Jr. to Trey Maddox, ahead to Kangu, who will score it with a right hand. Beautiful look by Trey Maddox. Stepping through is Gerard to Dolajai, sends it down low. Jesse Edwards will catch it and lay it in. Hughes will drive to the rim and send it down with a thunderous right hand jam. And the Syracuse Orange will get the win.
Coach has always played one of the toughest non-conference schedules in the country, and so I think our guys here understand that that's part of what we do. It's part of our culture, and he does a great job of keeping things in perspective. Went into the Carrier Dome with the mindset that we were going to be able to compete with them. I think our guys did a really good job of being mentally prepared to play that game, and I think we walked away from it feeling pretty good about the direction that we're going right now.
After the game, I was kind of discouraged. I missed the front end of a one-on-one late in the game that was kind of costly, and I was kind of sad and hanging my head a little bit. My dad was like, "You know who you just played against?" Like, when I was almost in high school, I was watching that guy coach basketball, and now you're playing in front of him. Like, that's just such a cool experience for me.
Coach Boeheim has always been a sounding board for Coach Campy. Obviously, when you've been coaching that long, you have relationships with a lot of coaches.
And when you see that interaction and know what it is that those two guys have done over the course of their career, it's a pretty special moment.
It was really cool, honestly, because you grow up watching them, like you grow up seeing them, and then they kind of had like a connection and a friendship before the game. But once the game started, they were coaching hard against each other.
We've had some great discussions. He has seen everything there is. He can bring perspective to me. You know, I think I've seen everything. Jim's been the coach at Syracuse for 44 years.
And you know, in today's day and age, you just don't see things like that anymore. And I'm not sure that you ever will again, just because of the way the culture and climate of college athletics is.
Longevity, perseverance, being able to change with the times, that shows that they're willing to adjust, they're willing to make certain adjustments that necessitates success with your program.
We do have a good friendship. He came to my cancer event this summer. He was a big part of us raising money. He's an icon in coaching, and it's just to be able to shake his hand and be able to talk to him and be able to say that, you know, hey, we're kind of friends, you know. For me to be able to do that with a Hall of Fame coach is a humbling, cool thing.
I have a real appreciation for guys who have done it for as long as those two guys have done it, and you know, especially for a guy like Coach Campy to do what he has done here, to take it from a not very good Division II job to one of the best Division II jobs, to then make the transformation to Division I, which is never easy for anyone to do, and very few coaches survive that transition. Then to take it from that to what it is now, going through the conference changes, you know, I have a real high level of respect and appreciation for what he's done.
For the last 36 years, I've got to grow professionally as Oakland University grew and went from something nobody knew, thought was in California, to a vibrant campus with 20,000 students. We're nearing 5,000 on campus. To be part of that, it's really cool. It's something that I'm fortunate that was able to happen. And someday when it's all said and done, I'll pull out the pictures from the early years and look at how that campus has changed.
You sit on the sidelines, but your heart is running across that field. His drive becomes yours, his dreams too. So when a torn ACL and concussion threaten those dreams, choose the sports medicine team that treats the whole athlete. Henry Ford Health System. We combine the most innovative technology with a personalized treatment plan so he can get back his confidence. And you can get back to being his biggest fan. Henry Ford Health System. All for you.
What's the difference between good and great? Good tries to get it right every time. Great actually does. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details so you always get exactly the look you want. Great Clips. It's gonna be great. What's the difference between good and great? Good is when your haircut costs less. Great is when it still meets high standards. At Great Clips, you'll always get the haircut you want for less. And with our easy online check-in app, you'll save time too. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
It begins with one step, and Ascension Care teams are here when you're ready, with up-to-date, less invasive orthopedic care. Our experience reaches across a full range of services. We listen to you and provide the care that's right for you at every step, from imaging and specialists to surgery and physical therapy. So your next step can be a leap. Find an orthopedic doctor or walk-in clinic that's right for you. Visit ascension.org/MichiganOrtho.
We're in a league that only gets one team, and it's going to the NCAA tournament. It's all about the tournament in March. So we need to prepare ourselves for the rigors of league play.
I think we had a hard non-conference schedule, and I also think the reason why we lost some of those games because we're young.
But I think they help us grow because our main goal is to make it to the tournament anyway, so just have to win the conference and keep pushing every day.
We're learning, and we're prepping for the league, and I believe we have a very good team and that we will make some noise in the Horizon League. The two Detroit games in the whole year are the two most important games we play. The game against Detroit has been red circled on our calendar. We talk about it every day. We discuss it every day. I text the team about it every day. It is the most important game that we'll play this year.
The rivalry between us is crazy. Like, I think is a little notch under the Michigan State and Michigan rival. So I'm very excited for this one.
Can I lose to UDM?
It's a big deal. We've heard some history about it from our teammates and from our coaches. So I'm excited to play, and hopefully we'll get a dub.
Blake Lampman into the game. Here's Maddox for three. Of course, Trey Maddox knocking down a couple of threes to get things rolling. A 10-point Oakland lead. Xavier lays it up, lays it in. Play run perfectly. Left corner, Jackie Harris for three. Of course, Jackie Harris rattles it home, and Trent, his roll continues.
We're playing great. We're playing great. We've just did some dumb things. We're playing great.
Three shooters out there for the Golden Grizzlies, and X has a basketball. Double team comes, they kick it out. Lampman for three. Of course, Blake Lampman. That Goodline bounces it into Brechting. Double team comes, he spins away from it. Kick out past Goodline. Lampman, left corner, Pittman for three. Of course, Kenny Pittman.
We're 1-0 in the league. We're 1-0 in the league. You're in first place. You hold your destiny in your hand.
This team is what Coach Campy's all about, and that's building for March. And I just see us continuing to get better and better and better. As long as we stay healthy, I don't see any reason why at the end of the year we're not right there in the hunt to have a chance to win that conference tournament and get to the NCAAs.
To buy into something, you have to have essentially good kids, and I think we got good kids. They work really hard. They're all willing to learn. The guys that's coming off injuries, Madison Monroe, Kenny Pittman, Emmanuel Newsom, all those guys went down almost one right after another with ankle injuries. They're coming back now, and they seem to be grasping our concepts, and it's making us a more cohesive unit.
Our biggest problems right now are on the offensive end, and it's typical for young players to not be able to score the ball, to shoot poorly. But on the other side, it might be the best defensive team I've ever coached, and our defensive numbers are off the charts. So if we can keep those numbers going and improve offensively when we get in league play, get some home games, get some confidence, make a few shots, usually young players, when they do that, will develop and start making shots, because they wouldn't be here if they couldn't shoot. So we know they can shoot, we just got to get it out of them.
I think a lot of times going into the game, we aren't always confident. So for us to win, guards got to step up, and the bigs got to keep doing what they're doing.
I think we're a long ways away from where we're going to be, and I don't say that with any negativity to it. I think this team has so much room for growth. The comfort level is, one, our guys are understanding how to play with one another, and I think, two, understanding really who we are and how we're going to play on the offensive end. And I think that just comes with time and experience, and guys will start to relax, and eventually we're going to start to make some shots.
It's still a learning process, I think, for everyone, but I think it's more of a confidence. We need to get our confidence better. I think we know what we're doing now, like we're starting to gel, but we just need more confidence when we're playing.
I think we need to run in transition more. Guys hitting threes in transition will open the offense up for our sets.
I talk to the guards, all the other guards, all the time about how we got to start playing more confident. And I just feel like going into the league, like we're just going to slowly but surely keep gaining confidence, and then we're going to be rolling from that point on.
Catch Oakland basketball at the Arena. For tickets to all Oakland basketball games, call 248-370-4000 or visit goldengrizzlies.com.
It begins with one step, and Ascension Care teams are here when you're ready with up-to-date, less invasive orthopedic care. Our experience reaches across a full range of services. We listen to you and provide the care that's right for you at every step, from imaging and specialists to surgery and physical therapy. So your next step can be a leap. Find an orthopedic doctor or walk-in clinic that's right for you. Visit ascension.org/MichiganOrtho.